Hi everyone and welcome to Intercultural Communication course. My name is Dr. Uli Putri and I'll be your instructor for this semester. This welcome to the course video will help you understand how the course is set up. So I'm going to just start and explain everything to you. Let me click on the next slide first. All right, so here's what you need to know. In this less than 15 minutes video, you're going to learn more about how the course is set up, about the time commitment that you need to put into this course. You're going to know more about the assignments that are set up for this course, including the quizzes, the papers, the discussion boards, and SmartBook. I'm also going to remind you what you need to do in the first week, and then I'm going to cover more about how you can contact me as your professor. So let's now talk about how the course is set up. I do want to let you know that this is a 10-week course. So this is a condensed version of the 15-week course, and we're going to cover the same material in 2/3 of the time. So it means that students are expected to do the same amount of workload that other students usually cover in 15 week, but this time is in a condensed 10 week. So what it means is that in almost every week, students are expected to read the assigned 2 chapters from the textbook. You're going to complete the smart book assigned to these chapters, and I'm going to talk more about this later. You're also going to listen and or watch the recorded mini lectures and the additional materials assigned to each chapter. And we're talking about TED Talks or podcasts or even mini documentaries. I'm trying to find additional materials that are less than 30 minutes. That means that you are able to gain more understanding of the chapter that you read by listening to these additional materials. And in addition to listening and watching recorded lectures and additional materials, you're also going to be asked to participate in the discussion board. And on top of that, you're also going to need to submit papers, take quizzes, and exams. Now, hearing all of this, I know you think that, oh my God, this seems like a lot. And I do agree, it's quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, everything is doable and everything is break down into chunks that are manageable for you to complete in less than 50 minutes. So for instance, reading a book chapter should take you less than 1 hour, more or less around 50 minutes. And then posting on the discussion boards should not take more than 30 minutes because you're going to, in addition to posting on your own, answer to the lecture check questions, you're also going to provide feedback to your classmates' answers, for instance. So even though all assignments are breakdown into smaller chunks and are doable, still commitment is key. So having this kind of enthusiasm and curiosity in approaching topics that we will cover in the next 10 weeks are very important. And then in this course, you will learn more about your own identity and perceptions and think critically how your culture, gender, identity, and history impact the way you communicate with others. So this intercultural communication course is very dynamic and it is very relevant to what's going on around us nowadays. So this is one of my favorite courses to teach, and I'm really hoping that you will also be excited and curious and interested in reading all of the chapters that are provided in the textbook. Now, the next one, when we're talking about time commitment, I do want you to budget 4 to 6 hours a week to finish reading 1 to 2 chapters a week. Watch and or listen to the recorded lectures that accompany the assigned chapters. Watch and or listen to the additional materials such as podcasts, TED Talks, and then complete the smart books assigned, post on the discussion boards, and provide feedback to your classmates like what I mentioned before, and then take a quiz, draft a paper, as well as prepare for an exam. Now, if you think about 4 to 6 hours a week, that means every day you need to allocate somehow, something around 40 minutes to 60 minutes a day to make sure that you read the textbook, you complete specific assignments. That way, everything is not going to be accumulated at the end of the week and you're trying to play catch up with what you need to complete for that week. And because of that, in general, I also break down the due dates for the week into 2 days. The first due date of the week is going to be on Thursdays, and then the second due date is going to be on Sundays. So don't be surprised when you find out that some assignments are due on Thursdays and other assignments are due on Sundays. And that will help you budget your time better. And so you don't have to have a pile of assignments that you need to complete everything on Sundays. Okay. Now, speaking of assignments, I want to talk more details about each one of them. When we're talking about the discussion boards, every chapter is going to be assigned a discussion board. So for each discussion board, I'm assigning 10 points. And as I mentioned previously, this discussion board is going to be due either on Thursday or on Sunday each week. Now, for every discussion boards, you're going to post your answer to the lecture chat questions that are provided, right, for that discussion boards. If you just answer but not providing feedback to your classmates, you're only going to get 8 points out of the 10 points available. You are asked to provide constructive feedback to 2 of your classmates. And when I say constructive, I'm also meaning this is a quality feedback. You're just not allowed to say, yes, I agree with you, right? Or no, I disagree with you, for instance. But I really do want to hear when you say that, oh, you brought up a good point because ABC. Or I disagree with you on this point because of ABC. Or you want to say that I completely agree with you, especially on these points because of ABC. So when you are providing good quality feedback to 2 of your classmates, then you will be able to grab those 10 points. So I do want to, explain again. If you're just responding to questions and providing a very good, thorough answer, you can get up to 8 points. But those 2 points that you can grab are actually assigned for when you're providing feedback to 2 of your classmates. Now, in addition to discussion boards, I also want to make sure that you read the syllabus and the course calendar thoroughly. One way for me to check this is by asking you to complete a syllabus quiz. Syllabus quiz is very easy. It has 10 questions, 5 true or false, 5 multiple choice, and in total it has 10 questions. And you can do up to 3 attempts to get that 10 points. Yeah. So the highest points will be 10 points, and I'm allowing students to do as many takes as possible. By as many, I meant 3 attempts, and I'll take the highest, results of those 3 attempts. And then in addition to syllabus quiz, you also have 2 quizzes. Now, these 2 quizzes are set up before the midterm exam and before the final exam. So first quiz is going to be before midterm exam. The second quiz is going to be before final exam. And each quiz is worth 15 points. And what's very important is that the same questions I asked in the quiz will appear again in the exams. So basically, these quizzes are created by me to help you get ready for the exam so that you know exactly the kind of questions you're going to face in the exams. The next one is two reflection papers. And each reflection paper is going to worth 25 points. And what you need to do is you're not going to write a long paper at all. This is just a short paper. One is going to be written at the beginning of the semester, and the second one is going to be due towards the end of the semester. It's basically, the goal is to help you reflect on your goals and the learning journey. Why is it that you're taking this course? What is it that you're trying to achieve? And what is it that you're going to put into the course so that you're going to achieve that goal? And then at the end of the semester, you're going to reflect back and see whether you have achieved that goal. And then the next one is two critical response papers. These papers is worth 50 points each. And this is also only 2 to 3 pages long. And it helps you to examine critically the concept that you learn from the chapters. So one paper is going to be due before midterm, and another paper is going to be due before final exam. And I'm going to publish assignment guideline to help you. Basically write your paper and provide guidelines so that you understand exactly what it is expected. And then the next one is the 13 Smart Book assignments. This one is worth 10 points each. So Smart Book is basically a feature of your e-textbook. And so it's basically some sort of like a quiz that help you test yourself, whether I would say test, you can also say check your understanding of each chapter from your textbook. So when you finish reading one chapter, you're going to click on the Smart Book link that is always available on each folder for each week that is set up on your My Courses or the web page course for this Intercultural Communication course. And then the last points is actually the two exams. There's a midterm exam and a final exam, and there's going to be 100 points each. And before each of the exam, I'm always going to give an assignment guidelines. And all of the questions I'm asking is going to be based on that based on that exam guidelines, study guides, and you will be able to study based on that study guide, and it should help you to get as high of a points as possible from reading the study guide as well as studying before the exam. Now, I'm hoping that all of these explanations make sense. Because your textbook is an e-textbook, what you see is that when you click on the content of the web page, then it will bring you to those weekly, some professors call it modules, some professors call it folders. When you click on each of the folders, like week 1 folder, then you will see a link to the assigned reading chapters for that week, as well as the assigned smart books for that week. So you do not have just one click to an e-textbook. Instead, it is breakdown to chapters in which you can click each one of it per week. So based on the week, what chapters you're going to be assigned, you can click it on there. So I do want to remind again what to do in week 1. You're going to read the syllabus and the course calendar. You're going to take syllabus quiz. You're going to submit your first post on the discussion board. This is going to be due on Thursday. You're going to read chapter 1 and 2 of your textbook, submit your second post on the discussion boards, and answer the lecture check questions for chapter 1 and 2, as well as complete the smart book assignments for chapter 1 and 2. And how to contact your professor. Again, my name is Dr. Uli Putri. Please address me as Dr. Putri or Professor Putri. And I'm here to help you succeed in this course. You can contact me through my email address. It's a lot quicker to send a message via your course webpage D2L. And you can also make an appointment to see me via Zoom on Friday afternoon. All right. Best of luck. You got this. Good luck.